Greetings, and welcome to this guided meditation on public speaking. I am Justice Shorter, and I have one sole goal, and that is to love on you, to encourage you over the next few minutes, to give you a renewed sense of purpose and peace when it comes to public speaking. I do not propose to be an expert, but I am someone who has a lot of personal and professional experience in public speaking. And this guided meditation is broken down into two separate parts. The first is before you speak, things to think about and a few affirmations for you to take with you and to hold. And the second part is after you speak. A few things for you to think about, to meditate on, and to experience, both in your body and in your mind. And while we're on that topic of body and mind, let's delve right into it. Take a few moments to settle into your body and to settle into your mind. Give yourself as much time as you need. If you need to clear the space around you, feel free to do that. If you need to put on certain types of music, it could be acoustic guitar music, it could be a mellow piano, or some 3 6 Mafia, or Wu-Tang, or Drake, or Lil Nas X, whatever gives you a sense of peace and calm. Before you speak, take a second to think about why you are doing this and what is fueling you. What is your purpose? What ignites you? What gets you excited about speaking? Ask yourself, what is the most accessible means for me? Not what has been asked of me or what is seemingly required of me, but what works best for me. Take a minute to inhale and exhale. What works best for me? And then follow that up with what would work best for the people that I am hoping to speak to. What is my message? Am I the right messenger? Who can I bring along with me? Dr. Maya Angelou has this quote that goes a little something like, I may come as one, but I stand as 10,000. When you speak, who are you representing? And also, have you taken the opportunity to think about bringing others along with you to also speak and to share their voices? How can you pass the mic, so to speak? Give yourself a moment. And if these are thoughts that give you fear or anxiety, try grabbing a notebook and writing down some of your responses. Try thinking about all of the feelings and the emotions that come up for you and why. Are your apprehensions around internalized oppression? You internalizing a lot of the toxic perceptions and stereotypes that the world has of you? You feeling like an imposter in your own skin and your own community? Is that what is causing you concern? Is it that you don't think you're qualified because the world is always questioning people who look like you? Is it because you've never done it before and you are just unsure and uncertain of what the outcome might be? all of these emotions, all of these feelings are justified. They are valid. However you feel is valid. And if you are excited as hell and revved up and ready to go, that is also perfectly fine. Sometimes we get ashamed of our own joy. We become afraid of our own joy and our own eager anticipation of life. We have been taught and conditioned to believe that that is a bad omen and that we shouldn't jinx ourselves by having joy preemptively. Take a second to breathe and release that. Breathe in your joy and release all of the toxic messages that tell you that you don't deserve to have it. Breathe in hope and release some of the fears and the anxieties and apprehensions that you may have, a lot of which are legitimate, a lot of which are valid, as I mentioned before. But although those anxieties and fears may exist, they don't have the right to stop you from existing as well. As your full self, in the light of your full capacity, you as a whole person, you have the right to show up. You have the right to speak. Take all of that in. Take all of that in. You are worthy of your words. You are worthy of your words. And the world deserves to receive them in whichever way you choose to deliver them. Part 2. After you speak. Congratulations on your bravery. Congratulations on the courage and the resolve that it took to speak via whatever platform you chose. It is indeed an accomplishment. And sometimes it's hard to realize that because there's so many voices out there. So many people who are speaking and saying things in many cases that are not true and that are hurtful and harmful. But congratulations to you for aiming to do something otherwise. For speaking out in a way that seeks to help rather than hurt or harm. Congratulations on whatever advocacy was associated with your speaking, or whatever creativity was connected to your speaking, or whatever proclamations or perceptions or messages that were associated with your speaking. Congratulations on it all. If this speaking engagement has gone the way you wanted it to go, then just take a second to bask in that. You deserve it. Bask in all of the work that you have put into it, all of the time and the effort, even if it doesn't look like the ways that people traditionally prepare for public speaking. Whatever you had to do, whether it was charge up and check on your assistive devices, whether it was calling to make sure that you had accessible transportation coordinated, whether it was you working with your personal care attendants to assure that they could support you in the best ways possible, whatever you had to do to prepare yourself for this speaking opportunity, congratulations on getting that accomplished. Take a second and be in gratitude to you. If this speaking engagement did not go so well, if you feel like you've made a mistake, if you feel like you have hurt someone in the things that you have said, if you feel like your message was harmful in some way, sit with that. Reflect on that. Accept that. Breathe in that. Let your breath cycle through all of those emotions, all of that heaviness, all of that disappointment. It is okay to feel how you feel. Give yourself the time you need to reflect, because reflection is needed in order for recovery to come. As you reflect, start the process of thinking. What will you do as a result of this? If you have hurt or harmed a community with the words that you've said, if you made a mistake, if there was an accidental slip of some kind, start to ask yourself, how can I make amends? What do I need to do to sufficiently apologize? How can I hold myself accountable moving forward? What needs to be done to bring about behavioral change? Please check out the work of Mia Mingus, who does wonderful, wonderful blog posts and has resources all around apology. You can check out her blog, which is Leaving Behind Evidence. Leaving Evidence. Check it out if you need more information on what it means to apologize in a way that is robust and real and honest, but that also truly tries to remedy relationships and connections. You still have a voice. Your words still have worth. Don't let this situation push you into silence. Breathe. You are still here, and you will survive this. Give gratitude for the knowledge that you have survived this far, for this long, however many years you have at least made it to this point. You will survive more in the future. More uncomfortable, unsettling, disappointing, difficult, challenging things. You will make it. But for now, focus in on this moment. Let yourself be in reflection. And once you've reflected, let yourself move into a space of action around what needs to be done. To 1, center the communities that you've hurt. And 2, focusing in on your capacity to do better next time. Breathe. 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 No matter how your public speaking engagement has gone, whether you deemed it to be successful or if you have deemed it to be something that is certainly deserving of greater improvement next time, I am proud of you. We are all proud of you. When I say we, I mean the communities that surround you. I hope you also are proud of yourself, because that is truly what matters most. The opinions of others will always shift. They will often waver. But what you believe about yourself is the one constant. And it's the one thing that you can always depend on, is you. Believe in you. Be in you. And what that means is just be in your skin, be in your body, be in your mind. Be in this world. I'm thankful that you are in it. Thankful that you are here. And I hope to work with you and hear you speaking, witness you speaking, support you speaking at some point soon.